Hello my friends at Fasca channel, welcome back one more time. Thank you for joining us. I'm Nat Miser, the rookie pilot, and yes sir, today I'm just gonna show you a video about this beautiful RC plane. I always wanted to fly planes. As a kid I wanted to be a pilot, but I never did. I don't know why. I did not follow that dream, but anyway. But today, nowadays, we have the chance to fly RC planes. Anyway, so by looking into the internet and looking at a lot of videos in YouTube, I found this beauty here, the XK520 VTOL plane. I read many things about it. As I said, I look and watch many videos about this baby. And the great thing about this, it has great features for the beginners like me. Hopefully it will be a beginner's plane. First thing, it can fly, it can actually take off vertically. I have flown drones in my life, so I have a little bit of experience flying drones and taking off vertically. All right. The second thing is you have two modes of flying. One is the beginner, which is the 6G flying mode, where you have the stabilization, altitude control, you have bank limits, so you cannot roll the plane, you cannot go up too high, and things like that, so you would prevent the beginners to crash. Yeah, that's a good thing for Nat Miser, the rookie pilot. Yes sir. So probably I will be flying this in 6G mode many times. And then of course you have the 3G mode, which is the for more experienced guys. It will allow you to do rolls, flap, turning around, flying vertically, flying upside down, things like that. So it will allow you to go faster and do crazy things. So anyway, the great thing is, it's really not really cheap for the money. Cost me 80 euros. It comes with a remote, it comes with a plane, it comes with many things. We'll see that in a minute. So okay, anyway, so let's unbox this baby. Let's put it together and see how it goes. Oh, another thing is, I saw in the videos that it's easy to actually put it together. So hopefully it won't take long. All right, so let's go for it. All right guys, so let's unbox this baby. As you can see, it's a pretty big box here. It's a pretty big box. Look at that. This is my hand. Just 1, 2 pounds, 2.5, 2.25. So anyway, let's open it. Okay. All right. So for you guys, let's open this baby here. Okay. So it's first impression, well, it's not backpacked. As you can see, this is the plane. Okay, that's the plane, and that is the unboxing. That's its box. Everything comes in here. So it comes from China. So what you expect on the packing? So it's not bad, but it could be better. So anyway, that's one piece. That's another piece. That's another piece. All right. You can see this is the plane. Okay, let's take the plane. I mean, there's have some sticky paper here to prevent the propellers to bend and to move. Okay, but that is a little awkward and tacky for me. Okay, could be better. They can make the box a little better for this. So anyway, all right, this is the plane. This is the beautiful plane, the vertical XK520. As you can notice, I purchased it with LED lights. Okay, with LED lights. Why is that? Because this side is green and this side is red, and then it's great for you, for beginners like me, to keep orientation, so you can see the plane at all times. You know where your left wing is and you know where your right wing is, and if you fly far away, you can see it. You can bring it back, and you don't lose orientation. So you keep that in mind. That's why I bought the LED lights. It has an option of putting, as you can see here, an FPV camera or Wi-Fi camera. Useless. Do not buy that thing, because I mean, I've seen in other videos that people purchase that, and then when you fly in this way, the camera is tilted, but the only thing you do is take pictures of the ground at high speeds. That really is really dizzy. It's dizzy, and you have to pay 70, 80 bucks for that stuff. So I will not recommend to purchase the camera, but I recommend to purchase the LED lights. All right. So this is the plane. That's a beautiful plane. Let me put it here like that. Then it comes with, of course, the beautiful remote. That's a great remote for me, for beginners. This is great. It's big. It's like the normal, you know, I would say Spectrum or Futaba or other high-end remotes. They look like that. Of course, I mean, you need here you need 6 batteries, 6 AA batteries. They don't come with it, so you have to purchase that. That's a shame. That's a pity. But anyway. All right, and of course you'll see the switch here for the 3. I don't know if you can see that properly, for the 3 modes: vertically, 6G and 3G. Okay, and then here, and of course you have the picture for photos and cameras if you have purchased the camera. I don't recommend that. You have the takeoff and landing button for automatically to take off, and of course you have the trim buttons here. And another thing here, another button here is this is for rates. I'll explain that later. And if you press that one and this one together, it will shut off the what you call this, the engines right away, an emergency shut off. All right, so this is the remote. We'll go with the remote later. All right, let's put it aside. What else does it come with? It comes with a charger, of course, with the plug. Okay. That's a balanced charger, so you can actually plug your battery here, and then you can plug this into the charger and to the wall. Okay, I bought the European version, so I have the European plug. Okay, no big deal. Great stuff. Comes with a charger. That's a good detail. That's a good stuff, huh? Comes with a charger. Good thinking. Now it comes with a set of props. Here, set of props. Great. Probably I will break some of those. So because I'm a 9 months of the beginner, the rookie pilot, so probably I will break some of this. So hopefully, thank God I have extra propellers. Okay, it comes with the landing gear. In other videos, I see that let me sit down. Okay, I see that you have with two landing gears, but this one comes only with one. I don't know why. Probably they forgot to pack it. Okay. I didn't bother to complain because it comes from China. So one of these things comes from China. It will take ages if they remember to ship it to you. Okay, and then it comes with the, of course, comes with the side wings that go here. All right, and it comes with the tail, the balanced tail here that will plug it in. Of course, it comes with the instructions. Okay, I have the instructions in here. Please read the instructions. I know they are in Chinese and in English. I took the liberty to write them before the video, and they're not very clear. They are a little unclear, and the translations is kind of crappy, I will say. But hey, read them and watch the videos. There are a few videos out there like the RCSaylors or the another one that's very funny. We'll put the link in the description. The Captain Radic or something like that from Slovenia. He's a great guy. He's really funny. He has a great video about the XK20 and RCSaylors. Check them out also. They have great videos, explanation videos about this plane. All right, so let's put this aside. All right, and then I forgot. What else does it come with? Of course, here. All right, this is the battery bay, and it comes with one battery. Okay. It comes here, you see it's inside, and it comes with one single battery. So this is our 2-cell battery, 900 milliamp 2-cell battery. It does not give you a discharge rate, but probably it'll give you some juice. According to some videos, that'll give you around 10 minutes of flying time. I doubt that I will have 10 minutes because of the LED lights. Probably I'll estimate I'll get a 6, 7 minutes, 8 minutes maximum with this battery. Hopefully, we'll have to test it. I don't know. I never tested this plane before. All right. So have this. Let me put it back in there so we don't lose it. All right. And you have to be careful with this thing. because I mean it looks pretty feeble and weak. So when you connect this, you have to make sure it clicks in there. What I would do is, and we will do in my maiden flight, is I will put stick some sticky paper around it or some tape and make sure this one doesn't go off. All right. Okay. So great deal. And how this thing works is, of course, well, before we go into that, let's build it together. Okay. So let's put this aside. Before we do anything, let's place the side wheels. These things they have little wheels in here, so they have to go in the right place. Okay, so if you look, this will go in the left side because the wheel goes in the left, in the bottom will go like here. All right, so the thing you have to do, let me put the right one first, see if I can actually later zoom in so you guys can see. All right, just have to hold the wing carefully. You have two knobs in here that they twist, so they have to align first, so they'll go. So you can fit these two holes in here, right? So make sure you align them. All right, I don't know. There you go. There. Now you just twist them so they lock in place. So okay, great. Okay, now there you go. So this support does not get out. See, it's stuck in there, so it's great in there. Okay, so now we'll do the same thing with the other one. Okay, just have to make sure you hold the wing properly. You have to be careful when you put things together. We don't want to break them. Even though they are not too expensive, they cost some money, and money is hard to earn, right? So here, all right, so you push, and then you twist the knobs, okay, and then the wing, the side wing is stabled. All right, so let me make sure that this one is in place because I wasn't able to do. There you go. Okay, so. Nice and dandy. So look at that. Look at this plane. It's sitting in there. So the following thing, the next one I will actually do is to what do you call this? Oh yeah, install the wing, the wheel. Actually, the wheel is pretty nice. It's pretty thick. It's pretty strong. The spring looks sturdy and nice, and hopefully it will resist the impacts of a beginner rookie pilot like me trying to land this baby. All right, but hopefully, probably, in my beginning stages, I will land the thing vertically probably. Let me see if the instructions says how to install the wheel. Yeah, okay, this instruction manual here tells you how to install the wheel. So the wheel goes, all right, as above picture shows, install the landing gear and the 1.4 screw on it. Okay, so it goes, it seems like it goes in here. So it goes in here in this little hole here, and it has a paddle hole. You have to go and put this one in here like this. So, according to this thing has to go, let me see, not this way, but this way, okay? Okay, so, let's try to put it in the, well, let's fix it in there like this, make sure it goes, okay? Never done this before, so I don't know if I'm doing this thing right. Okay. Okay. Looks like it's going all the way. All right. Okay, it's all the way. So it says that we have a screw here. All right. So let's take the back here. It seems like there's a screwdriver here for the screw, and the screw is a little tiny screw. So be careful with it. We don't want to lose it. Okay. So Fantastic. So here, there's a little hole in here. I don't know if you can see. There's a little hole in here for the screw to go in. So let me see what I will do with the screwdriver. Okay, make a little incision in there. And let's see if I can actually, with my fat fingers, can actually put this screw in here. Okay, be careful with it. Okay, seems like I'm able to do it. That wasn't that bad. If I can do it, you guys can do it. Remember, I'm not myself the rookie pilot. If I can do it, you can do it. Okay, let's all right, great. So the wheel stays in its place. Okay, and then you can see the plane. All right, and you can see the other side. And here it is. Now the last part is the tail. And so how does the tail work? No big deal. See, simple as that. Look in the instructions. It's also tell you you have two clip-ons in here, two stabs in here that they go in these two holes in here, in these two places. So the only thing you have to do is put it together so they align. Okay, and then oops, you push it upwards until you hear the click. See, you heard the click? So now it's in there. This thing can be removed, of course, by pushing backwards. Here, let me try, see, I'll show you and see if I can actually do it. See, push it, you hear the click, and then here you have it. So now, if this breaks, you can replace it. So now, let's put it in its place again, in those two holes. Okay, and then push it upwards, you hear the click, and it's in its place. So the plane is built already. What a nice, wonderful plane. The thing is, if you look between the tail and the part of this tail, there is a little hole in here. It doesn't fit properly. Probably this is because of the quality of the plane. This is not a 200 or 300 dollar plane. It's just a 75 euro plane, right? I got it by the way, I got this in AliExpress. Great price. It didn't take long to come. Probably took about a week and a half to get to my house. So it wasn't that bad. You can get it in other places, of course. But that's it. And the only things you have is these ailerons here. These ailerons that it will actually allow the plane to go up and to the other side, onto the right. And if you want to tilt the plane like this, it will do thrust differential. So if it wants to go to the right, this will go faster than the other one. If you want to go to the left, this will go faster than this one. No big deal. So this is the plane. This is a great plane. There you got it. There you have it. The plane is in its place. Okay, so next step, I got some accessories for you guys that I purchased, of course, because I'm a kind of precautious guy and I know my handicap, which is I'm not an expert, and probably if I'll fly this, I will break the propellers, I will break the side wings, I will break this, the tail will break, and probably most likely the propellers. I've seen in other videos, this is pretty sturdy. I can take impacts pretty well, so hopefully I will not break the plane. But anyway, these are the initial propellers. What I purchased was, here I have some of the accessories, okay, that I purchased. I got two sets of propellers. These are really cheap. Also I bought them in AliExpress. This cost me €1.50 each pair, so no biggie. I bought this side, of course, the tail, an extra tail just in case. This was the most expensive one. This cost me $3 or €3. Now, I think because it has a plastic, reinforcement here to plug it into the plane, right? So then you have these sides. You have to purchase these individually. So I have to purchase one and two, the left one and the right one. And of course, I purchased the batteries for the remote. What else? Another important thing is batteries. Okay, batteries. I purchased some extra batteries in Amazon. Okay, for this plane. At the time when I purchased, I saw these ones. They come in a battery set, three batteries, like that. They are same thing. They are 2-cell, 900 milliamp, 7.4 volts. However, be careful and be aware. Before you purchase these batteries, measure the battery that you have and try to get it, because these ones that I purchased are thicker. These ones are thicker than the other ones in there. I'll show you later. And they are harder to place in there because the battery bay is tight. It's tight for those batteries. So this is a little harder to put in there and to take them out. So you have to be careful with these things. Okay, hopefully probably they will work because they are 7.4 volts, 2-cell, 900 milliamps, but they are a little harder to place in there because they are thicker. So be careful with those. Okay, and it comes with this 4 battery cable. You can charge up to 4 batteries in one time, and of course you have the charger, right? So this cost me around 17-18 euros at the time. I saw in Amazon that there are a couple of there's a new pair of batteries, and I believe they are for this plane itself, so probably I will purchase those batteries later on. But at least you have 10 minutes or 8 minutes of fun. So you have 4 batteries, so you can fly this thing for an hour or less than an hour. But you know, you have fun to play around for a while. Oh, another thing that I purchased, this is 6 euros in also on AliExpress. It tells you the capacity. It's a capacity controller. You plug the batteries. It seems like these batteries, I charged them before, and if you plug the batteries here, let me see. Okay, these are 2-cell, so you start from the top. You put the negative or the black or the neutral at top, and it shows you, it shows you how much charge. So this one, it says is charged to 94%, and you have a total voltage of 8.2 volts. Great. So this is a fully charged battery that we'll use later. All right. So, and this little charger, this little thing, is very important for you to see how the batteries are reacting after a flight. So this is only 6 euros in AliExpress as well, or in Amazon. Probably it's a little more expensive. But anyway. Another thing that I watch in the videos, and probably that will happen. This is not a drone, so it doesn't have GPS. It doesn't have any sensors. So like my drone, so when you lift them up, they're stabilized and they're stable in the air. This thing does not have any stabilization process. Okay, it's not it's not easy, it's not difficult to fly, but do not fly this at home because it does not have that stabilization, right? So another thing is, of course, look at the wingspan. The wingspan is pretty impressive for a plane, beginner plane. It's pretty big. For my opinion anyway, I've never flown planes like that before. And then if the wing comes to my side, for example, you keep it like that, and then what happens is the wing will take it off, right? So you have to fly kind of sideways to the wind, and then of course in vertical mode with the remote it will fly like a drone. You have the forward, the throttle will be going up, so if you go up, this thing will go up. If you go down, the plane will go down like that. If you go to the left, if you go left or right here, it will yawn like this. It will rotate, so it will rotate from one place to another place. And then if you move the up and down remote stick, you go like here, it will go down, the plane will go down. But this thing, if it flies vertically, it will fly like a drone. It will go forward, and if you go backwards, if you press the stick downwards, it will go backwards. And then if you go to the right, it will go to the right, and if you go to the left, it will go to the left. Steer to the left and right, like a normal drone. I think this will be hard for me to sink in my brain, because when you fly a drone, you'll see a drone stable in the air, moving around. But this is a plane moving like this, like that. Kind of a tough thing to do. But anyway, you'll have to get used to it. Anyway, all right. So let's put this one aside, and then of course this is the remote. Let's open up and let's put the 6 battery. It takes a lot of batteries, so I mean, I would recommend to purchase some chargeable batteries if you fly this thing a lot. I don't know if I fly this baby a lot, but I'm actually willing to fly a lot, so I'm excited. I want to get into that. I've seen a lot of planes out there, but this one is a great beginner plane. So hopefully when I get the hang of it, I will move up in the world and get other planes to fly, right? So, okay, so this is a simple remote, all right? A simple remote. You have the power on button. When you power up, you'll see in the screen, you'll see that the flashing light, the blue light tells you is trying to bind with the plane. So if it's flashing, it's not binded, right? And then in the screen, you'll see a drone, and then when it binds, you can actually see when you move the sticks, it will tell you which channel you are moving. And then here, another thing is you can see is 80%, you'll see an 80% rate. This is the rate, 80%, so really you don't have fully control. So if you're in the 6G mode, which is the, it makes noises when you are changing the flight mode. So if you're in the 6G mode, for example, and that will actually limit your bank, your left side, your upwards and your downwards movements. So, but you will actually you will have even less control because you are 80% out of that. So if you want more control, if you want more sensitivity, the only thing you have to press is this button here. It's called the stick mode button, right? You press it and it will go from 80%, it will disappear, it will go to 100% here. So that gives you more control, more sensitivity into the control. So this is the remote. So let's power it off and show you how to bind this baby, see if we can bind it, okay? By the way, talking about the motors, probably you'll see there are many videos about that. These are brushless motors, great motors. They are very powerful. I believe they are 3000 kV motors each. So you'll have very powerful motors. I'm a little scared because if you have so much power, this thing will go fast. Probably this thing will go fast. I'm not used to fast planes yet. So probably it will go in the air and you'll have to be careful because that will tend to go fast. So be careful on the throttle controls, right? So brushless motors, 3000 kVs, I believe. Let me double check that for you guys because I don't want to give you false information. So just go look into the manual. It tells you, oh yes, that's right. Motor 1307, 1307, model 1307, and it says 3000 kV motors, brushless motors. And what else does it have? A flying weight 185 grams, so with the batteries 185 grams. Then you have two servos, of course you have two servos here, 4.3, or one to control the ailerons, 4.3 grams each, all right? And according to this, you get flying times 10 to 12 minutes. No way, Jose. I don't think you'll get so much. And with the lights, probably I will get less than that, probably. So as I said before, no more than 8 minutes. Okay? So great plane. I say this is a great plane now because I've never flown before. Okay, so we'll see what happens in the field. Maybe after my maiden flight, I'll say, what a crappy plane, I don't want to fly this thing anymore. Okay, so we'll see what happens. So anyway, so this is a very simple remote transmitter. Okay, the receiver is plugged in there with the AC, ESC, and then of course you have the antenna. And if you open this up, you will see probably you have the chip, and then of course you have a connector here for the lights. Here, this is the lights. These are the lights that the connector for the light that give power to the LED lights. And I believe there is, according to instructions, there's another plug. You can actually plug in an FPV camera. That would be a great thing. That if I actually fly this thing and I get the hang of it, that would be my probably next challenge, is to actually install FPV camera here on top and fly it from the ground, you know, because I want to feel I want to feel the sense or feel the experience of flying, like being in a cockpit, in a plane cockpit, really going really fast, going left and right and things like that. So anyway, great, fantastic, love it. Oh yeah. Okay, let's cut to the chase now. Let's turn this off and let's try to bind this baby. Okay, to bind it, of course there's an instruction there to bind it, the first thing is to turn this on and then turn the battery and make sure, then go up here in the throttle and go down. But before you plug in the battery, make sure the plane is in a stable position. You don't want to plug in the battery like this. Why? Because the gyros, these gyros need to be stable so they know they can actually calibrate and then know where they are. Okay, you can actually bind it this way or bind it this way. Okay, so right now I'm going to show you how to bind it on the vertical side. Okay. Okay, so let's take the battery bay out. Take the battery out so you can see, well, the battery is in there. Okay, this is the original battery. As you can see, is tucks in there properly and really tight. It doesn't move. Okay, if I show you the other batteries that I have, okay, where are they? Here, I'm going to show you. Okay, that's what I said before, and I want to show you here for you guys. Look, height wise, they are the same height. There's no difference really. Maybe 1 millimeter, but it's no big deal. But look at what happens here. Look at the size and the thickness of the original battery here and the battery that I purchased in Amazon. It's much bigger. I think it's about 3-4 millimeters thicker than the original one. So when I try to install this battery here, you have to actually move this around. See, it's pretty tight, and the thing is, you have to move it all the way back downwards. You know, all as much as you can, and then push it in there. And the problem here is that this cable, you have to tag it in there, in the holes that they are in the bay, probably here. In the bay, and then connect the battery here and then close it. That will give you, this thing actually will give you less space to play around with the cables. And when you when you want to extract the battery, you have to be careful because they are so tight. You don't want to pull too hard because you can break these cables, right? So anyway, let's go play with the original battery. It's easier for showing purposes. But when we do the flight test, I'll show you how to change this battery and see how it works, okay? Because I don't know how this thing works. I'm a little disappointed. My mistake, I'm a stupid mistake that I didn't measure this thing. So see, when I pull it, you have to be carefully, and then just grab it from the side and pull it. Okay, sometimes if what I expect is when you install this thing you probably have to open and stretch it and, you know, widen it a little bit to make sure it fits in there. Anyway, so let's install this original battery. Much better. It doesn't weigh that much. Okay, just put it in there. Okay, just get ready for it. Just wait for it. There you go. So anyway, so as I said, the first thing we have to do is to turn on the, before anything, make sure, it doesn't matter why, it doesn't matter if this plane is safe, and it will not respond to your movement until you on the engines, the motors, but just make sure the throttle goes all the way down, always. Okay, so let's go power this up. Okay, it's trying to bind here. Okay, now let's plug in the battery. Okay, see, it only goes one way. And make sure it's all the way. Look at how beautiful this is. You got blue and red lights. Yes, sir. And then let's see if it binds. Go up and down, and it's binded. See, light and light. Okay, so the thing is, just make sure, if you want to fly, of course. I'm not gonna fly here, but just for showing you showing purposes, we're just gonna close this thing. Make sure it's tight in there. So look at that, how beautiful here. Look at that. You got green lights in here, green LED lights, red lights, and on the back, on the bottom, you have red and blue. So you have three colors. So you know that blue and red is the bottom the bottom of the plane, and red and green is the top of the plane. So you always know how you're flying. So you're flying upside down. One day, maybe I'll fly once upside down like this. So you know which color, what you are flying from downward down there. So you know, oh, I can see green and red. So he's flying up and down, right? So, and you always know how to turn it. Turn to the right, turn to the left, and things like that. Great. So, all right. So it's plug in and it's binded. So great. And of course we have 80%. Now I'll show you. Now here it shows you that when every time you move, here the screen will show you what channel you're using and what percentage. 50% is in the middle, so 100% all the way there, and then like that, and then up and down. It shows you the percentage and what channel you use. You have the trim buttons here, like for example, you wanna trim the throttle, not the throttle, but go to the bank side. You can actually press it, and it gives you one trim over there. So if I wanna go back to the middle, just go back to the other side. Oop. Now it's in the middle. It shows you it's balanced, right? Let's arm. If you wanna fly, you have to arm the engines, the motors first. So how you arm them? If you take these two sticks, okay, and you move them all the way to the left. This one to the left, to the right, and this one to the left. So they go opposite ways and they're touching each other. Like you want to touch each other, right? Look. Oh. Okay, be careful. All right. So, let's disarm this thing. Okay. Now, they're shut off. Okay, be careful when you arm the. Seems like I didn't see this happen. This way happened. When you arm them, you have to be careful because they are ready to take off. So okay, let's arm them again. Oh! What happened here? Oh, I know. Oh, thank God, nothing happened to it. Okay. You stupid baby. You stupid Nathan, not Miser, the stupid pilot. I'm the rookie pilot. What happened here? Can you see what happened? Where's my mistake? I have the control in the 6G mode. Okay, not in the vertical mode. So if you want to take off in the vertical mode, take vertical mode. Okay, I'm in the vertical mode now. Okay, because if you leave it in the 6G mode and you give power, it will fly away like that. So, vertical mode. Now engage the engines, okay, and then you can actually put the throttle all the way up and it will take off. But let's do one thing that has secure thing that will, if you don't take off, it will shut down. So let's arm the engines, the motors, and then after a while, they shut off after 2-3 seconds. So that's a safety feature. So make sure that when you arm the engines, you have to go up, because if you don't, it will burn them out, okay? So, another feature that it has, I know I'll try here, is you can actually take off from the vertically without having the engines on by pressing the takeoff button. If you press it twice, not twice, but for 2 seconds, okay? If you press it for 2 seconds, well, the first thing you have to do is to take off. It's recommended to put the throttle all the way here to 50% more or less. Here it says 44%. So look, go to 50%, and then press the button, takeoff button for 2 seconds, 2 or 3 seconds. It will make a beep, and then it will start the engines, and then it will take off. Great. And also you can actually land this baby also by pressing the takeoff button to a couple of seconds, and it will land by itself. Okay, never tried this before, so I'll show you that in my maiden flight. So we'll see what happens. But you have that. Another thing is, I'm going to test right now, is if you press the photo button, photo and the camera button. I don't have camera, so it doesn't work. See, photo, it shows you function, and then if you press the heart, also it says function. No big deal. If you press that one and the stick mode, together, it will shut off the engines. It will shut them off. Okay, it's a panic button. So if you, for example, let's power on the engines. Okay, and then press those two, and it will shut off right away, which is a great safety feature, just in case you land badly and stuff like that. So anyway, so it seems like it's pretty good. I don't think there's any more features. Just be careful with the 3G button. Okay. Okay. So as I was saying, just be careful with the 3G button, the 6G button, and the not 6G, the mode button. If you are a beginner like me, if you are a rookie like me, if you want to take vertically because you are scared of taking off in a normal way, always put it in vertical mode, because if you put it in the 6G mode and power the engines up, you might have some scare moments like I have just right now. You can actually hit you can fall off where you are, can break a propeller, it can break the plane or whatever. So make sure always put it in the vertical mode. Always is the safest mode you can put it in. As you can see in other videos, when you're flying there and you are in a panic, you don't know what to do, just flip the button to the vertical mode and the plane will be flying like this. I don't know if maybe you're flying like that, you don't know what the thing is. Just flip the button to the vertical mode, poof, it will go here like that, and you'll be able to control it easier, right? So that's great. Okay. Anyway, those LED lights gets hot, huh? But that's how beautiful that is, huh? I mean, look at that. I can even fly this at night. That's another challenge, to fly this thing at night. That's supposed to be great. But look at these LED lights. That's why I say that the battery will last less than normal flying time, because of all the LED lights. But I think it's worth it. I think it's worth it for beginner pilots like me. If you're a beginner pilot and you're looking into this video, get the one with the LED lights. So it will help you with your orientation. It will help you to see the plane, and even you can have fun at night. Yeah, when you get more experience. Anyway, so what else can I show you about this plane before we go fly? Okay. I don't know what else. I mean, just want to see, that's a great looking plane. Again, as a summary, it's a VTOL plane. It will actually take off vertically and land vertically. You have two very powerful brushless motors, 3000 kV each, that will give you enough power to fly this baby great and have a lot of fun with it. Be careful because this will be fast. And then, of course, you have 3 different modes of flying: vertically, 6G with all the gyros, stabilization, altitude control, and limits, bank limits. It will actually limit how you fly, so you cannot do crazy things and crash this baby on the ground. And then, of course, you have the 3G. When you get more experience, you'll be able to do rolls, flips, and everything you want to do. Go really fast and show off your friends how good of a pilot you are. Okay, just leave this in vertical. As always, just a safety measure. All right, so, and another thing is, if you get into this RC plane, if you buy this RC plane and you want to buy some batteries for extra fun time, make sure you measure and you find the right ones, okay? Anyway, so this is all for today. Fantastic, I love it. Thank you for watching. I mean, I would love to keep talking to you guys about this plane. I would love to show you how it flies, but that will have to be tomorrow or another day and see how it goes, alright? Alright guys, thank you for watching this Tasca video. Hopefully you have enjoyed it. Hopefully I made myself understood, and hopefully you're able to see the beauty of this plane and give you the chance and the motivation to get into it. Anyway, hopefully there will be a beginner's pilot, a beginner's plane. And that's it. So, shutting off, Night Miser, the rookie pilot. See you next time.